Presented by Cursed by the Witch. Warning, use headphones before listening to horror podcast story.
This Halloween season we are presenting secrets of witchcraft and lots of witch stories. The Witch in the Mirror follows Elena Marsh, a young librarian with a passion for history, who finds a mysterious, ornate mirror while helping to clean out her late grandmother's attic. Intricately carved with strange symbols and runes, the mirror is alluring yet unsettling, with a history Elena's grandmother always kept hidden. Curious about the mirror's origin, Elena takes it home, unaware that it's bound to a dark, ancient spirit, an imprisoned witch named Seraphine Blackwood, who uses mirrors as her gateway to the mortal realm. As Elena soon finds out, Seraphine's spirit is not content with her prison and seeks to escape, even if it means manipulating and possessing those who look into the mirror. Part 1. The Mirror's Arrival and the First Hauntings. As soon as Elena brings the mirror into her home, strange things start to happen. Reflections flicker and distort when she's alone, shadows move when they shouldn't, and a faint whisper seems to echo from the mirror late at night. Dismissing these occurrences as her imagination, Elena continues to use the mirror daily, its unsettling beauty pulling her closer each time she looks. She notices that her reflection sometimes appears slightly delayed, her movements shadowed by something sinister, as if someone else is watching from just beyond the glass. One evening, Elena's friend Maya comes to visit and, while looking into the mirror, catches a glimpse of a gaunt, pale woman with hollow eyes and a malicious smile standing behind her in the reflection. Panicked, Maya tells Elena about the vision, urging her to get rid of the mirror, but Elena refuses, increasingly obsessed with uncovering its origins. Part 2. Seraphine Blackwood and the Curse of the Mirror. Elena dives into researching the mirror's history, discovering it was once owned by Seraphine Blackwood, a powerful witch who lived in the 1600s. Accused of dark magic, Seraphine was condemned by the villagers, bound to a mirror during her execution to trap her spirit. The mirror, cursed and hidden for centuries, was eventually passed down through generations, bringing misfortune to all who owned it. Every owner reported visions of Seraphine within the glass, and some even claimed to have been haunted or controlled by her. As Elena uncovers more about Seraphine's dark legacy, she starts to experience nightmarish visions. In her dreams, she is transported to the witch's cell, hearing Seraphine's whispers as the witch calls to her from beyond the grave. Each morning, she wakes more exhausted, her face becoming gaunt and pale, almost as if her own life is being drained. She realizes that the mirror is not just haunted but is a gateway through which Seraphine attempts to reach the living. Part 3. The Witch's Influence and Descent into Madness. Elena begins seeing Seraphine's image constantly. Her reflection smiles when she isn't, moves when she stands still, and sometimes whispers in a voice only Elena can hear. Seraphine tells Elena she was wrongfully executed and claims her spirit seeks only justice, manipulating Elena's sympathy to gain her trust. The witch warns Elena not to share her knowledge with anyone, saying that those who interfere would be cursed, and Elena, now isolated, withdraws from her friends, lost in Seraphine's influence. Under the witch's spell, Elena starts speaking in an archaic language, seeing visions of the witch's life, and experiencing terrifying episodes where she feels trapped in her own body, with Seraphine momentarily taking control. In these moments, Seraphine uses Elena to enact her revenge on anyone who comes too close to breaking the curse. One night, Maya returns to check on Elena, but when she glances into the mirror, her reflection twists and distorts, and she flees, leaving Elena more alone than ever, utterly consumed by the mirror's presence. Part 4. Breaking the Curse and the Final Confrontation. Desperate to escape Seraphine's influence, Elena tries to destroy the mirror, only to find it's resistant to any harm. Her final hope lies in researching a ritual to break the curse, which she finds in Seraphine's hidden journals. But the ritual requires immense bravery. She must confront the witch in her domain within the mirror and sever their connection by shattering Seraphine's spirit. At midnight, Elena performs the ritual, invoking the spirit of Seraphine and entering a trance where she is transported into the mirror's dark, desolate world. There, she confronts Seraphine, who is far more terrifying in this otherworldly form, her eyes hollow, her face twisted with malice. Seraphine tries to convince Elena to release her from the mirror, promising her power and eternal life. But Elena realizes that Seraphine has no intention of keeping promises, only of escaping to take revenge on the world. Part 5. Escape from the witch's prison. Elena fights to resist Seraphine's pull as the witch attempts to force her into the mirror forever, trying to take her place in the world outside. Using the incantation from the journal, Elena summons the strength to push Seraphine back, severing the witch's hold over her. As Seraphine's spirit weakens, the mirror begins to crack, the realm inside shaking and collapsing. With one last chant, Elena breaks free, hurling herself out of the mirror's grasp as it shatters to pieces. Back in her room, Elena wakes, gasping and covered in cold sweat. The mirror lies shattered on the floor, its glass fragments darkened, and the twisted reflections now silent and still. Exhausted but alive, she gathers the fragments, burying them far from her home, determined to keep Seraphine's spirit from haunting anyone else. Epilogue: The witch's curse lingers. Though the mirror is gone, Elena remains haunted by memories of Seraphine. In every reflective surface, she sometimes catches a glimpse of those hollow, ancient eyes watching from the edges of her vision. Seraphine may be trapped, but her lingering influence continues to shadow Elena, a reminder that certain curses, once touched, leave a mark on the soul that no amount of glass or distance can shatter.
Thank you for watching. Just like and subscribe.